The journey to unstoppable confidence isn't just about quick fixes or overnight changes. It's about making the decision to commit to yourself. It's about showing up each day with the intention of getting better, of growing through the challenges, and becoming the person you know you're meant to be. In this video, you'll also learn how to make small but powerful changes that, over time, lead to massive growth. I'll guide you through the importance of building a positive morning routine, how to tackle negative thoughts head-on, and why it's critical to celebrate even the smallest victories. You'll walk away with practical advice on how to surround yourself with the right influences, people, and habits that lift you up and support your progress. You'll understand the power of stepping outside your comfort zone, and how each step you take leads to greater self-belief and a stronger mindset. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. And by the end of this video, you'll feel empowered and ready to take control of your confidence-building journey. I promise you, when you commit to these principles and start making these changes in your daily life, you'll see just how much more capable, bold, and unstoppable you can truly be. So stay tuned. You're about to learn everything you need to build the confidence you've always wanted. Let's get started. Number 1, develop a positive morning routine. Confidence doesn't just show up on its own. It's something you build. And one of the best ways to start building it is by creating a positive morning routine. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you want to feel unstoppable, you have to prepare yourself to win from the moment you wake up. Think about the first thing you do when you get out of bed. Is it checking your phone? Hitting snooze? Complaining about how tired you are? If it is, you're already letting the day control you instead of you taking control of the day. That needs to change. You need to start your mornings with purpose, with intention. When you wake up, don't rush. Don't let the world immediately pull you in 100 directions. Take a moment to remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. Start with something simple, a deep breath. Feel it fill your lungs. Let it remind you that you're alive, and that means you have the chance to make today count. Next, move your body. It doesn't have to be complicated. Stretch, go for a walk, do some light exercises, whatever works for you. This isn't about becoming a fitness expert. It's about reminding yourself that you're strong, capable, and ready to take on challenges. When you move your body, you wake it up. You feel the energy flowing through you, and that alone builds confidence because it makes you feel alive and in control. After that, feed your mind. Read something inspiring. Even if it's just for a few minutes, listen to something positive, a podcast, an audiobook, or a motivational speech. Give your mind something to focus on, something that lifts you up instead of dragging you down. What you consume mentally is just as important as what you eat physically. If you start your day feeding your mind with doubt or negativity, that's the path your day will follow. But if you fill it with encouragement and wisdom, you'll walk into the day with strength. The journey to unstoppable confidence isn't just about quick fixes or overnight changes. It's about making the decision to commit to yourself. It's about showing up each day with the intention of getting better, of growing through the challenges, and becoming the person you know you're meant to be. In this video, you'll also learn how to make small but powerful changes that, over time, lead to massive growth. I'll guide you through the importance of building a positive morning routine, how to tackle negative thoughts head-on, and why it's critical to celebrate even the smallest victories. You'll walk away with practical advice on how to surround yourself with the right influences, people, and habits that lift you up and support your progress. You'll understand the power of stepping outside your comfort zone, and how each step you take leads to greater self-belief and a stronger mindset. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. And by the end of this video, you'll feel empowered and ready to take control of your confidence-building journey. I promise you, when you commit to these principles and start making these changes in your daily life, you'll see just how much more capable, bold, and unstoppable you can truly be. So stay tuned. You're about to learn everything you need to build the confidence you've always wanted. Let's get started. Number 1, develop a positive morning routine. Confidence doesn't just show up on its own. It's something you build. And one of the best ways to start building it is by creating a positive morning routine. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you want to feel unstoppable, you have to prepare yourself to win from the moment you wake up. Think about the first thing you do when you get out of bed. Is it checking your phone? Hitting snooze? Complaining about how tired you are? If it is, you're already letting the day control you instead of you taking control of the day. That needs to change. You need to start your mornings with purpose, with intention. When you wake up, don't rush. Don't let the world immediately pull you in 100 directions. Take a moment to remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. Start with something simple, a deep breath. Feel it fill your lungs. Let it remind you that you're alive, and that means you have the chance to make today count. Next, move your body. It doesn't have to be complicated. Stretch, go for a walk, do some light exercises, whatever works for you. This isn't about becoming a fitness expert. It's about reminding yourself that you're strong, capable, and ready to take on challenges. When you move your body, you wake it up. You feel the energy flowing through you, and that alone builds confidence because it makes you feel alive and in control. After that, feed your mind. Read something inspiring. Even if it's just for a few minutes, listen to something positive, a podcast, an audiobook, or a motivational speech. Give your mind something to focus on, something that lifts you up instead of dragging you down. What you consume mentally is just as important as what you eat physically. If you start your day feeding your mind with doubt or negativity, that's the path your day will follow. But if you fill it with encouragement and wisdom, you'll walk into the day with strength. Number 2, stand tall and hold presence. When you think of confidence, what comes to mind? Often, it's not just what someone says or does, it's how they carry themselves. Confidence begins with how you present yourself to the world. One of the simplest but most powerful ways to build and show confidence is to stand tall and hold your presence. Let's start with your posture. Right now, check how you're sitting or standing. Are your shoulders slouched? Is your head tilted downward? If it is, notice how that feels. Does it make you feel energized and capable? Probably not. Your posture communicates not only to others, but also to yourself. When you stand tall, you're sending a signal to your brain that says, I'm strong, I'm in control, and I'm ready. So what does standing tall look like? Straighten your back. Pull your shoulders back, not in a stiff way, but in a way that opens your chest. Keep your head up and your chin parallel to the ground. Imagine a string gently pulling you upward from the top of your head. As you adjust, notice how you feel. There's a sense of openness and energy that comes with good posture. It's not just about looking confident, it's about feeling it in your body. Holding presence goes beyond posture. It's about how you occupy space. Think about someone who walks into a room and immediately commands attention, even before they speak. It's not magic, it's how they carry themselves. They're not shrinking or trying to fade into the background. They stand tall and claim their space. You can do the same. Start practicing this in small ways. When you walk into a room, don't rush to find a corner or keep your head down. Walk in with intention. Keep your shoulders back, your steps steady, and your gaze forward. Look around, not nervously, but with curiosity. Let your presence fill the space naturally. Holding presence also means being mindful of your energy. When you're in a conversation, are you fully there? Confidence grows when you're engaged and attentive. Listen to the person speaking, but also be aware of your body language. Are you leaning forward slightly to show interest? Are you keeping your posture open, or are you crossing your arms and closing yourself off? Small adjustments like these make a big difference. Another key aspect of holding presence is eye contact. It's one of the simplest yet most effective ways to connect with people and project confidence. When you speak to someone, look them in the eye, not in an intimidating way, but in a way that shows you're present and interested. If this feels uncomfortable at first, practice it. Start with brief moments and build from there. Over time, it will feel natural, and you'll notice the difference it makes in how others respond to you. Breathing is another tool for holding presence. Shallow, quick breaths can make you feel tense and anxious. Deep, steady breaths ground you. They help you stay calm and collected. When you're in a situation where you want to project confidence, whether it's giving a presentation, meeting someone new, or handling a tough conversation, focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, let it fill your lungs, and exhale slowly. This simple practice keeps you centered and helps you project a sense of ease and control. Let's talk about your voice. Confidence isn't just about how you look, it's also about how you speak. When you stand tall and hold presence, your voice naturally follows. Speak clearly and at a steady pace. Don't rush through your words. Take your time to express your thoughts. Silence isn't something to fear, it's a tool. Pausing for a moment before you speak shows that you're thoughtful and composed. Now you might be wondering, what if I don't feel confident yet? How do I stand tall and hold presence when I don't believe in myself? Here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you wait to feel, it's something you practice. Even if you feel uncertain, you can still choose to carry yourself with strength. Over time, this practice changes how you see yourself. When you stand tall and hold presence, you're not just showing others that you're confident, you're teaching yourself. You're reminding yourself that you have value, that you belong, and that you're capable. This isn't about pretending or being fake. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that's already within you, the version that's strong, resilient, and ready to take on challenges. Number 3. Learn something new every day. Confidence thrives on growth, and growth comes from learning. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, commit to learning something new every day. When you make this a daily habit, you expand your knowledge, skills, and self-belief. You're showing yourself that you're capable of evolving and adapting. Let's break this down. Why is learning so powerful for confidence? Because every time you learn, you're proving to yourself that you can. Think about the last time you mastered something, even something small. Maybe you figured out how to fix something around the house, or learned how to use a new app. How did it feel? Probably pretty good, right? That's because learning fuels a sense of accomplishment. But it's not just about the big things. In fact, the small, consistent steps matter more. Each day, challenge yourself to pick up one new piece of knowledge. It could be a fact, a skill, or even a better way of thinking. The point is to stretch yourself, even if it's just a little. You might ask, where do I start? Start with curiosity. What are you interested in? What's something you've always wanted to know more about? Maybe it's a subject you've never explored or a skill you've always admired in others. It doesn't have to be related to your job or a specific goal. Learning for the sake of growth is valuable in itself. Now let's talk about how to make this practical. With the resources available today, you can learn anywhere, anytime. Read a book or an article, watch a tutorial or a documentary, listen to a podcast. The opportunities are endless. But here's the key. Don't just consume information, engage with it. Take notes, ask questions, and reflect on what you've learned. When you learn something new, share it. Tell a friend, a family member, or even a colleague about it. Sharing reinforces what you've learned and helps you process it on a deeper level. Plus, it gives you a sense of contribution, and contribution builds confidence. Let's not forget about the role of challenges in learning. Sometimes learning something new feels uncomfortable or even frustrating. Maybe it's a skill that takes time to master, or maybe you make mistakes along the way. That's okay. Mistakes are part of the process. In fact, they're proof that you're trying. Each time you push through frustration, you're building resilience. And resilience is a cornerstone of confidence. Imagine this, you decide to learn one new thing every day for a year. That's 365 new pieces of knowledge or skills by the end of the year. Can you see how powerful that is? It's not just about what you learn. It's about who you become in the process. You become someone who's committed to growth. Someone who doesn't settle for staying the same. Learning also opens doors to opportunities. The more you know, the more prepared you are to take on challenges and seize chances when they come your way. Confidence grows when you feel ready to handle what life throws at you. And learning equips you with the tools to do just that. Another important aspect of learning is the mindset you bring to it. Approach learning with humility. Confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about being willing to admit what you don't know and take steps to fill the gap. When you're open to learning, you show yourself that it's okay not to have all the answers right away. There's also something deeply energizing about learning. It keeps your mind active and engaged. It helps you stay curious and excited about life. And when you're excited about life, that energy radiates in everything you do. People notice it. They see it in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you tackle challenges. Here's a suggestion. Keep a journal of what you learn each day. Write down one thing you discovered, why it matters to you, and how you can use it. This practice not only helps you track your progress, but also reinforces your confidence by showing you how much you're growing. Remember, learning doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to take hours out of your day. What matters is consistency. Even a few minutes of intentional learning each day can transform your confidence over time. When you commit to learning something new every day, you're making a choice. You're choosing to invest in yourself. You're choosing growth over stagnation. And you're choosing to believe in your ability to change and improve. Number 4, step outside your comfort zone. Confidence doesn't grow where it's safe and easy. It grows when you step into the unknown. when you push yourself beyond what feels comfortable. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, you have to challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. The comfort zone feels nice, doesn't it? It's predictable, familiar, and easy. But here's the truth. Nothing extraordinary happens there. Growth doesn't happen there. Confidence doesn't grow when you stay where everything is certain. It grows when you take risks, even small ones, and face the unknown. Think about the last time you did something that made you a little nervous. Maybe it was speaking up in a meeting, trying something for the first time, or meeting new people. Do you remember how you felt afterward? That sense of accomplishment? That boost of energy? That's the feeling of expanding your comfort zone. And every time you do it, you stretch yourself. You become a little braver, a little more capable. Stepping outside your comfort zone doesn't mean jumping into something overwhelming. It means taking small, deliberate steps into new territory. Start with something manageable. Maybe it's having a conversation with someone you don't know well. Maybe it's taking a class in something you've always wanted to try. Or maybe it's saying yes to an opportunity you would normally shy away from. When you take these steps, pay attention to how you feel. Yes, there might be fear or hesitation. That's normal, but don't let it stop you. Fear is not a sign to retreat. It's a sign that you're on the edge of growth. And here's the thing. Confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting despite it. One way to step outside your comfort zone is to set small, achievable challenges for yourself. For example, if you're nervous about public speaking, start by speaking in front of a mirror, then practice in front of one person you trust. Gradually expand to a small group. Each step builds on the last. And before you know it, what once felt impossible feels natural. The beauty of stepping outside your comfort zone is that it builds resilience. Every time you try something new, you're showing yourself that you can handle it. Even if you don't succeed right away, you're proving to yourself that failure isn't the end of the world, and that's powerful. Resilience creates confidence because it teaches you that you can face challenges and bounce back. Let's talk about failure for a moment. When you step outside your comfort zone, you might fail. But here's the truth. Failure is not something to fear. It's a teacher. It's how you learn and grow. Think of failure as feedback. It's simply information about what didn't work so you can improve next time. The more comfortable you become with failure, the more willing you'll be to take risks. And with each risk, your confidence grows. Another important aspect of stepping outside your comfort zone is redefining success. Success isn't just about the outcome. It's about the effort. If you try something new and it doesn't go as planned, celebrate the fact that you tried. Celebrate the courage it took to take that step. That act alone is a victory. Stepping outside your comfort zone also opens doors to opportunities you never imagined. When you say yes to something new, you're giving yourself the chance to discover talents, passions, and strengths you didn't know you had. You're also showing others what you're capable of, which can lead to new connections, collaborations, and experiences. Here's an exercise to try. Write down one thing that's outside your comfort zone. It could be a fear you want to overcome, a skill you want to learn, or a challenge you want to take on. Then break it into smaller steps. Focus on the first step and commit to taking it. Once you've done that, move to the next step. This process makes big challenges feel manageable, and it builds momentum. Remember, confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, you're strengthening that muscle. You're building a habit of courage, and over time, what once felt uncomfortable will become second nature. When you step outside your comfort zone, you're not just changing what you can do. You're changing how you see yourself. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. And that realization is one of the most powerful sources of confidence. Number 5. Take responsibility for your mindset. Confidence doesn't just happen. It's something you create, something you shape with your mindset. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, you must take full responsibility for how you think. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. And the good news is you have control over it. Taking responsibility for your mindset means recognizing that your thoughts influence your actions, and your actions shape your outcomes. It's about understanding that you're not a victim of circumstances or external events. Instead, you're the one steering the ship. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. Are your thoughts encouraging, or are they holding you back? For example, do you find yourself saying things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this"? If so, it's time to challenge those thoughts. Negative self-talk is one of the biggest barriers to confidence. But here's the truth. You don't have to believe everything you think. When a negative thought comes up, ask yourself, is this really true? Often you'll find that it's not. It's just a story you've been telling yourself. Replace that thought with something constructive. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never be able to do this," try saying, "I'm learning and I'm getting better every day." It's not about ignoring challenges. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you. Taking responsibility for your mindset also means letting go of blame. It's easy to point fingers when things go wrong, to blame circumstances, other people, or even yourself. But blame doesn't solve anything. It keeps you stuck. Instead of focusing on what's out of your control, focus on what you can do. Ask yourself, what's one step I can take to move forward? Gratitude is another powerful tool for shaping your mindset. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it shifts your perspective. Instead of dwelling on what's lacking, you start seeing possibilities. Each morning, take a moment to think about 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big, just things that bring a sense of positivity. This practice helps you start your day with the right mindset. Your environment also plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who inspire you, and who challenge you to be better. Avoid those who constantly criticize or bring negativity into your life. The people you spend time with influence how you think, so choose wisely. Mindset also involves taking responsibility for how you respond to challenges. Life isn't always easy, and setbacks will happen. But it's not the setbacks that define you. It's how you respond to them. When something doesn't go as planned, remind yourself that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Another key part of taking responsibility for your mindset is setting intentions. Confidence doesn't just come from reacting to life. It comes from living with purpose. Each day, set an intention for how you want to show up. Maybe it's to approach challenges with courage, or to treat yourself with kindness. Whatever it is, remind yourself of that intention throughout the day. Be mindful of what you consume, not just physically, but mentally. The books you read, the videos you watch, the conversations you have, all of these shape your mindset. Choose inputs that inspire and educate you. If something consistently brings you down, it's okay to step away from it. Protecting your mindset is an act of responsibility. Practicing mindfulness is another way to take control of your mindset. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware of your thoughts without getting overwhelmed by them. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing or meditation each day can help you develop greater awareness and control over your thinking patterns. Finally, take responsibility for the goals you set and the actions you take. Confidence grows when you follow through on your commitments to yourself. If you set a goal, take consistent steps to achieve it. Even small wins build momentum. When you see yourself making progress, it reinforces the belief that you're capable of achieving more. Taking responsibility for your mindset isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape how you think and in turn how you live. Confidence starts in your mind, and when you take charge of your thoughts, you lay the foundation for everything else to grow.